Hey everyone, welcome. My name is Joel Ajayi, but you can call me OG Freelancer. Thank you for landing on this page. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to be showing you how, as a freelancer, whatever category of service you're offering can move from 1K, can earn between 1K to 10K monthly by securing more than one client. So, whatever it is you're doing, please pay attention to this because it is really different from what you've been thinking about, or it's different from what you've been exposed to as a freelancer. What I want to show you would be a walkthrough which you can execute, and you can get the result in days, in weeks, and still flow with it. So let me go straight to the point. The few things I'm going to be sharing with you here, which I've written down, is how to position your service to get only paying clients, how to create content easily that would attract your potential clients, how to find clients on different platforms, cold emailing secrets that can make you earn between 1 to 10K in 30 days, how to pitch, sell, negotiate for a bigger price, and how to move the sales process of freelancers. So the problem with lots of freelancers, like I mentioned in the previous video, wherever you're coming from, is that you have the skill, you've learned a skill, you're good at it, but unfortunately you found out that nobody is hiring you, or you're struggling to get people to hire you, and then you're seeing every other person on social media announcing their wins, and you're wondering what else you're doing wrong. So what you're doing wrong exactly is that you're following the crowds. There are millions and herds of freelancers. Everybody's just trying to get the paycheck. Everybody's trying to look for a breakthrough. And then there is the 1% of freelancers who have been able to figure out that to get these people, there is a framework. And in this framework is what I'm going to be sharing, which I have used over time. I have used to help people to as well, who have different skills, from designers to writers to marketers to people running agencies to software developers. If you are into any of this is going to work for you. So let's quickly talk about how to position your service to get only paying clients. Now, there is having skill, and I always say having skill is not the same thing as offering a service. For instance, if I were to be a designer, my skill is that I design. Now, it is very, very important that you learn how to position your service to match the demand of your potential client. So before you even do anything, you need to first be able to define your service. What service am I offering? Okay, I am a designer. What exactly am I offering as a designer? So that's what you call service positioning. What service positioning means is you've identified the service you're offering, then you now break it down to the pain points that your potential clients are facing. That once you break it down to the pain points they are facing, you niche it down to the point where you're like, this is exactly what I want to offer them. For instance, a designer could design for e-commerce brand, a designer could design for marketing brand, for SaaS brands. You cannot be a designer for everything, and that's the mistake that most freelancers make. They want to go broad, which sometimes for hustle's sake it works, but in the real sense, you're looking towards earning 1 to 10K. Probably you've been struggling with some little amount of money that you've been earning, some things to just keep yourself. But I mean, you really want to go after the big fish, so you need to first be able to, like, say, these are the people. Okay, fine, I am going to be designing for e-commerce brands. So what I am a designer, designing landing pages and web pages, designing landing pages, web pages, blah blah, for e-commerce brands or for AI companies. Now, what exactly is their pain points? You define the pain points that they are facing. One, they cannot, they launch in 3 days, or they launch their company, but to achieve product market fit, they need to design very fast. So that pain point is where you also leverage your service positioning. What that means is, I can help you design your landing page in 3 days to achieve product market fit, or fit. I help e-commerce brands design their landing page in 1 week, in 5 days to achieve product market fit. Now you've been able to position your service. So If you're watching this, the first thing you need to do, if you're thinking about any 1K to 10K, which most people do not tell you, they just tell you that learn your skill, quickly try to put up your portfolio and try to set up everything. No, it's not going to work that way. You will still be among struggling freelancers. For me, the game changer I experienced, or where the game changed for me, was where I decided that okay, I'm going to define my service. So I have a template. Definitely, you're going to be watching this from an email. So I have a template that I already created that you can use to define your service. In the template, I used it for my own service, offering services to freelancers. So you can actually just duplicate the template and and edit it to fit into what you're doing. But the first thing you need to do is that you need to position your service. If you don't position your service, then you will not know who exactly you want to reach out to. It is after you've positioned your service that you're like, okay, these are the set of people that I am going to reach out to. This is where they are, e-commerce brands. I'm going to be using Instagram, I'm going to be using Twitter, I'm going to be using any other platform that you are. So first thing first, use that template to define your service positioning, the pain points they're experiencing, where you can get to them. Then the next thing I'll be talking about is setting up a content strategy for inbound. Inbound means people are reaching out to you. They are seeing your content somewhere. They're like, oh yeah, this person offers this service. Now everybody is just missing it out. As a freelancer, you're not creating content to entertain. While entertainment is good because it can give you visibility, there is also the need to create content that sells. When I figured this out, when I figured this out, I stopped caring about do people really like my post or not. People were not really liking my post, yet I was receiving lots of inbound. I was receiving people just texting me every day. For every post I made, I still made a post yesterday, 2 days ago, and it attracted a lot of inbounds, which many people sent me a DM. Please, I would love to make a consultation. I would love to ask more. I would love to know more. I would love to get your service. So there is a way to create content. There is this guy that says, Jacob Molina, he said likes ain't cash. What it means is the content that gets likes most times are not the content that drives sales for you. As a freelancer, there is a hack that you can use to create content that can get you lots of inbounds. By inbounds is people just look at your content and they're like, yeah, this person, we should send a DM to this person, so get this person working with us. That's what your content should be about. And I also created a template for that, which I use to create content, and this will not even cost you more than 30 minutes in a day. The content could be written. It could be written if your service requires writing, and it could also be in whatever form your service requires. Just ensure that you follow the template. The template just breaks it down to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, which is what I used to for whatever I'm offering. And then it does not cost more than 30 minutes. For instance, on Monday, you already have your service positioning. You've analyzed their pain point. It is the pain points that your audience are experiencing that you use to create this content. Let's say I am an e-commerce brand, which I am not even a designer. Let's say I'm an e-commerce designer. I've identified that the pain point of stop creating random content from people and everybody is just trying to grow followers. You will be stuck with millions of other freelancers out there who are just waiting and hoping that one day the miracle is going to fall on them. So if you want to go the content route, which you have to first pick the best social media platform that aligns with where your potential clients are. You can pick LinkedIn. For writers, many of them use LinkedIn. For designers, they use Twitter. You can choose the best platform that works for you. Once you've identified the best platform that works for you, then you go ahead to using the inbound content templates that I created for inbound. Then also another thing that you can do is also to learn outbound. Many freelancers, I can say 99.9% of freelancers don't know how to do outbound. You don't focus on outbound. Outbound simply means you're reaching out to these potential clients themselves. There are platforms that these people exist. There is Slack. Join Slack communities. These people belong to Slack communities. I've gotten a lot of jobs for people and myself over the past few years via Slack communities. I belong to 5 different Slack communities. I'm a writer myself. There are Slack communities you can join. They have job boards. Join these job boards. There are Telegram communities too as well. Then social media platform, there is a way to actually hunt for them, get them, and send cold DMs to them. So cold pitches sales and close. So let me quickly expand on this outbound. So how this outbound works is you've been able to identify the set of people that fit into the potential client, like the people that you feel like are going to be able to afford your services. If you are a freelancer and you've been able to identify this, you're already taking charge of the people you're already taking charge of the process of getting people to hire you. What most freelancers is they don't even know who's going to hire them. So that cluelessness and waiting for one big opportunity is why many people spend months and years struggling over little amount of money, when you can be in charge of the number of people that can get to hire you. So what you need to do is, there is an outbound strategy tool I also created that you can use and that can work for you. With the outbound strategy, you check out for the best social media platforms, you check out for some other key pointers, create a list. I have a list or a template, like a table where you can have the details of these people. Then you send cold pitches to them. So the cold pitches you send to, I already created a template for the types of emails and the email, the DMs, the way you can actually send DMs to them to offer your service. If you don't have all of this in place, chances that you'll be able to close leads is zero. And this is what most freelancers do not do. So you need to be able to focus on outbound. And lastly, no, before lastly, then cold email pitches, like I talked about, cold email, cold DMs. Many freelancers don't know how to actively engage their potential clients, which is one of the things that whoever can be able to figure this out has a superpower. What that means is, as much as you are obsessed over the work you're doing, like, I'm good at this work, let me keep practicing, you also need to be obsessed over how can you reach out to and find a synergy between yourself and the people that are going to hire you. For instance, every day I spend 30 minutes sending outbound messages, outreach messages to potential clients. Every day I get to try to secure meetings, to get them to book meetings, close them. At some point I've even expanded the number of work I get to receive by also getting people, like, once the work comes, I get people that work for me. So that's how you actually expand your freelance service. But you will never get to this particular position if you do not focus on being in charge of, I've identified the people that I want to work with, I have the list, the table, I have the list of all these people. Along the line, you will get to be seeing constant emails from me where I'll be sharing more about this, so you can actually execute on the go. I have the list of 100, 500 people. I'm reaching out to 10 to 20 every day in 30 minutes. I'm spending 30 minutes to create content. That's just 1 hour in your day. You're spending 1 hour to both attack inbound and outbound, and you're building a brand. People are seeing you, they're sending you DMs. Hey, I saw your post, can you offer this service to us? And at the same time, you're also still reaching out to those who can also get to hire you, and you are booking meetings left and right. This is actually how to ensure that you earn between 1k to 10k. So most of all these things I've talked about, lastly, which is the sales and closing leads, I already created a template. So I created a template for service positioning, which is going to be in the email you're seeing, the email where you get to watch this particular video. You can click the link is going to take you to the email. The link is going to take you to the template. You check it, you try to replicate it, then you constantly see emails from me where I get to share more information about how you can execute. Ensure that you are a freelancer who has set up all the structures in place to get to pull in as many inbounds as possible, and also to get to create a workflow for getting outbounds. So if you've not done all of these things, it's not going to take you time. At the same time, I would ensure and try to ensure that you break it step by step, process by process, till you become that freelancer that ends between 1k to 10k, depending on how much strength you put into this, the time also that you have available, and the work availability on your schedule. Did you find this very valuable? If you're reading my email, I want you to put my email, move it from promotions tab to inbox, so that you always be getting it in your inbox. I'll be sending emails for you daily. These emails will help you really scale faster than any other freelancer in your niche, which will give you an edge. And look out for more email. Once again, my name is OG Freelancer. Welcome to becoming an OG Freelancer.